What exactly is wrong with the dark night of Mets stardom? Matt Harvey just being nothing like he was the first 2 years. And, he's coming off last night's game. And it's not just only last night's game. The whole season pretty much has been just really bad. Last season, Harvey tossed 216 innings, 216. That's including the postseason there, and which is the most ever for a pitcher in his first season back, from Tommy John surgery. He obviously went above and beyond last year. You gotta wonder if he's recuperated from it. If I were to give you my opinion, which I am, I think DeGrom and Harvey are both experiencing, Harvey more so, you're both experiencing fatigue from last year. Harvey appears to be worse because he's only one season removed from major elbow surgery, that being Tommy John. Now, it may not seem like it, but in the long run, this will not be good for him, at least my opinion. As Ron Darling and Doc Gooden said all the time when asked about endurance, quote, "You only get stronger by pitching more." They may have to go through a rough period and even be skipped a few times before it all work out. Now, there was talk that Matt Harvey might be skipped. It's not the case. What's going to happen is they're probably just going to push back his start. But it just goes to show how fleeting, if you're a pitcher or in any sport, how fleeting success is in the major leagues. Really, I mean, this kind of shows how risky it is to sign a pitcher for a long period of time. Or I might even say 3 years at most, but that will never happen. Pitchers, they make the money in long-term deals, but you kind of don't blame certain teams for not wanting to do these long-term contracts. And don't forget that Matt Harvey, he risked millions of dollars by going against doctors' orders to pitch well after that doctor told him to shut it down. And then it's not just any doctor, but the most respected doctor in the industry. How many people would do that? Do what he did? No matter what becomes of Matt Harvey, if you're a Met fan, you got to always have utmost respect for putting the Mets organization and its fans way ahead of his own personal interest. With the Mets fan base, you gotta realize, you might ask yourself, is suffering from fatigue in May? Looking at Harvey in spring training, you've seen that his velocity was off. Maybe even looked confused, maybe a little bit out of shape, but rest assured, that fatigue is coming from last season. It's fatigue with him, I think, and also mental block. I would, though it's not going to happen, I would skip him in the next rotation and give him some time to recuperate and get his head back in the game. Some time off could do him a wealth of good. Listen, if you're booing Matt Harvey when he came off the mound yesterday, you're already saying that the Mets will fail this season, then you're really not a Met fan. You're really not. And this coming from a guy who's not a Met fan. I'm a Yankee fan, but guys, come on. Come on. I was reading the message boards too, and as far as that game yesterday where Harvey got rocked for like 7 runs, in 1 inning, quick to fair weather fans blaming Cabrera for booting that double play ball. He's been looking at him, because my wife's a huge Met fan, so I see a lot of these games. Listen, he's been beyond fantastic this season, and it's a large reason, I think, why the Mets have been better defensively. Conforto has never been touted as an A-plus defender, so it's not surprising to see him struggle. Okay, Harvey needs to work through this somehow. And also, as a collective fan base, you Met fans need to stop screaming that the sky is falling every 5 seconds. Get a hold, Met fans. Get a hold. I hope all is well, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.